Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hashtag ASBC. We are the A-Side Boxing community. So, of course, we've heard this all throughout the year. Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia. This was supposed to be the fight after Mikey Garcia defeated Robert Easter Jr. fairly easily. Mikey Garcia is considered by a lot of people to be pound for pound number one. Not me personally, but there's a lot of people out there who feel like he's pound for pound number one. You know, he's a 4-weight champion, or rather he's won belts in 4 different weight classes. He continues to move up. His last fight was at 135, I believe, right? Yeah. But now he wants to challenge himself and go up to 147 and face Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is a guy who we rally behind because he wanted to fight the best available opponents, right? If you recall, if you've been watching the channel, you already know how hard I went when Kell Brook was ducking him. I think we all made that fight happen, so you need to pat yourself on the back if you were there for that, if you were here for that. In fact, where'd all the Kell Brook fans go, by the way? Anyway, I don't like this fight. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like this fight between Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. It's almost as if this is a cherry pick, to be honest with you. Because what does Errol Spence gain from beating a guy moving up from a lower weight class? What does he gain from winning? Of course, again, Mikey Garcia is highly rated. Boxers, trainers have nothing but good things to say about Mikey Garcia. But how does a win against Mikey Garcia benefit Errol Spence? It makes him look like a weight bully. It's, you know, we've seen this time and time again. Kell Brook moving up in weight to fight Triple G. We knew that was pointless. Amir Khan moving up in weight to fight Canelo Alvarez. For what? Dumb fights. Why did Kell Brook move up to 160 to sell his O? What made Amir Khan think that he could beat Canelo Alvarez? Clearly this was driven by money. Just like most things in boxing are driven by money and not about being the best. We know this. And a lot of these guys get passes for ducking, not making these fights. But you can't have it both ways. Errol Spence doesn't need to fight Mikey Garcia. I think it's a dumb fight. Mikey Garcia should be fighting Lomachenko. Errol Spence should be fighting Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence should be fighting the winner of Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. He has options. Mikey has options too. But I get it. And I kind of believe what Mikey Garcia is saying, you know. He really believes that he can go up and beat Spence. But we all know that's not true. Errol Spence is going to stop him like he stops mostly everyone he gets in the ring with. It doesn't matter how skilled Mikey Garcia is. When he starts taking those body shots, he's going to be in a lot of pain. He's not going to be able to continue the fight. He's not going to go 12 rounds. Can he even hurt Spence? We know Spence can't hurt Mikey. Now, the head of Showtime is saying that this fight probably will not happen by the end of 2018 for a couple of reasons. One, we got Canelo Triple G Part 2 in September. And then we've also got, and that's on pay-per-view, and then you got Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, which is also going to be on pay-per-view around the holiday season, right? So people are less likely to continue spending money on a pay-per-view. Errol Spence isn't a draw like that, and neither is Mikey Garcia. So I'm not sure why this fight will go on pay-per-view. This is a Showtime fight, man. But I get it. they need to come up with the funds to pay both of these guys. Well, I'll tell you one thing. This will be Mikey Garcia's last payday, because he might not return to the sport of boxing after he gets stopped by Spence. I'm telling y'all, I don't want to see this fight. It's pointless. But if Mikey Garcia started sipping that Pac juice and he think he can fight these dudes at 147, he got another thing coming to him, man. Errol Spence spars with 154 pounders, 160 pounders. Like, Mikey don't do that. Errol Spence is not Robert Easter Jr. He's not gonna run away. He's not gonna get dropped like that. I'm not sure if Mikey Garcia has ever faced an opponent like this before. I can't say that he has. I mean, we can't say that Spence has faced an opponent like Mikey Garcia, but again, this is a smaller guy moving up to a bigger weight class. Like I said, Mikey Garcia need to go fight Lomachenko. That's a more competitive fight. And Errol Spence needs to fight Terrence Crawford or one of these other welterweights. But let's talk about the Terrence Crawford thing while we're at it. They say that Errol Spence is afraid to fight Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford afraid to fight Errol Spence. That's not the case, man. As of late, Terrence Crawford hasn't been too vocal about wanting to get in the ring with Errol Spence. He hasn't. That fight will happen. Unfortunately, as consumers, we gotta wait for that shit. Both of these guys want to make sure that they're compensated for fighting each other. So that's probably going to be a pay-per-view fight down the road also. But, I mean, we got Errol Spence fighting a guy who he fights on, what, Pinterest Live? What apps is he fighting on? What apps is Terrence Crawford fighting on? Reddit Live? He fighting on Google mobile app? Like, what is Terrence Crawford fighting on? ESPN? How come he's the only fighter fighting on the ESPN app? What's up with that? Kind of fishy. Terrence Crawford know what he got to do to make that fight happen. I'd like to see it, though. Hopefully that fight happens next year. But in the meantime, Mikey Garcia, I don't want to see Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence. There's a little bit inside of me, though, that wants to see the fight because I want to see Mikey Garcia get stopped, hurt, bludgeoned, beat down. I really do want to see Mikey Garcia get hurt in that ring. But it's not a good fight, man. It's not a good fight for either of these guys. The only person who stands to gain anything from this is Mikey Garcia. If he beats Errol Spence, you got to put him pound for pound #1. You got to. Especially if he's jumping up in weight like that, you got to put him #1. What do y'all think about this shit, man? They pushing the fight back. That's going to give Mikey Garcia more time to get acclimated to that weight. I know at least in the Broner fight, he was looking flabby and sick. He was looking kind of flabby in the fight against Robert Easter Jr. too. But I guess that didn't really matter because he beat the living shit out of him. Beat the shit out of Robert Easter. And I was rooting for Robert Easter to win that fight. I just knew Mikey was going to win. We know Mikey Garcia is a skilled fighter, man. No one ever said he wasn't. But he needed to stay in his lane. Hitman Boxing, drop a comment, like the video, subscribe. Hashtag ASBC. A-Side Boxing Community, we out.
Fresh about the 37th chamber. Sold 2 dots, killer beat, new generation. I'm killing niggas with no hesitations. Real hellraiser, killing them softly because it builds patience. What's What's up with niggas and they fucking favorites? Swear to God, man, but I'ma just stop before they say I'm hating. Anyway, this be that chill wave. Each and every day, nigga, it's a lifestyle over this way. Along with getting blazed, talking to some slimmies. Sophisticated conversations while drinking some Henny or maybe some Irish whiskey if they wanna get down. Let's smoke a pound, smoke green, show us skills with a mouth. I'm on a different type of level than niggas getting they shine. All about that rah-rah, I'm here to captivate the minds, turning niggas into zombie fans. A cult following that knows I get it poppin', just call me the showstopper, man. I'm Midwest till the fucking end, subtracting bitch-ass niggas from my life to get these dividends. I'm dope, hype, fresh, there's no contest. Follow your feather, but it's never lifting you as the best. I got these Ferrari dreams with the top down, nigga. Glowing tree, cruising through the fucking south side, nigga. Lots of hype beats strolling through my timeline, nigga. I just leave them where they at and focus on these figures. I be the old Mr. Grump, really just don't give a fuck about these niggas' feelings. In my opinion, they fucking suck. Yeah, and if they want it, they can see me, bruh. I'm riding solo everywhere, consider that a fucking dead. These niggas scared of competition these days. Fuck a card, I pull your page, so you better behave. I'm an angry nigga, shake me, watch me fucking explode. Like a champagne bottle that just dropped on the floor. It's a whole lot of niggas that can't fuck with my torch. A bunch of pussies, they ain't never stepped a foot off they porch. I'm on a genocide mission to exterminate these fucking fakes, walking with this proton pack, blowing my cares away. I ain't finished yet, serious like career threats, throwing out these slurs every minute like I got Tourette's. Fuck, shit, bitch, and some other adjectives. Make it all rhyme. I had you bopping, asking who is this? It's Soul 2 Dots, raising the flag for hip-hop. The fifth element, secret weapon, I be a sure shot. Spitting all these lyrics like it's fucking ammunition on a 40 cal. Seeking destroying these motherfuckers out.